Well, Nation Fit 10, it is day 42. Clearly, I'm on the ball today. Day 42, and well, this challenge goes by very fast, right? I think I've said that many, many times, but really, we've only got 28 days left, if you can believe it. Of course, we're going to wrap up the scans tomorrow. Some of you are going to be a little bit late for yours because either you're away or something came up. We still got 4 weeks. We still have almost half the challenge to go, but it just seems weird to say that there's like 28 days left, right? But this is only a short, hopefully, this is only a very short stint in your effort to change your lifestyle habits, your fitness, your overall, well, let's just say habits, your lifestyle habits, right? So, listen, I want to remind you guys that if you mess up, just move on to the next day. Don't harp on it. Don't think you're a failure. Don't think that you're not capable. Just remember that you will get better through this, through time. You will get better, and the more that you try this, the more that you try. I'm not sure why I can't talk. I'm not sure. Anyways, the more that you try, the easier it will get. If you make things a habit, that is, if you do things like, let's just say, you decide that, you know what, I'm going to take control of my food, I'm going to make my food, I'm going to start to pack it more, and I'm going to have Sundays and Wednesdays as my food prep days. And you say, like, okay, this day I'm going to do it. And you keep doing it, it will just become a habit. It won't even be something that you think about or deal with. You will just do it. It will be like brushing your teeth. Okay? What's another example? Another one would be like cardio in the morning. If you wake up, you do cardio, say 3 times a week. Let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, you say no and ifs or buts about it. That's what I'm going to do. And you keep doing it that way. And you go through it through a good period of time. I don't really know how long it takes to break a habit down or to make a habit. They say 21 days in a row or something like that. But I think just over time, if you do it enough, at least over a couple months, it will become habit. You'll keep doing it, okay? Another reminder. I don't know if you think I'm here to judge you, but I am not. Okay? And I seriously mean that. I am a human being like you. There are many things I'm trying to do in my life which I struggle with and I'm still struggling with. And I understand that this could be a struggle for you. And so if you are struggling, of course I'm not, as much as I want to tell you, well, just do it, it's easy, you just got to execute. Yes, that's true. But I don't know how hard that is for you. And it's not fair for me to say how hard that is for you. So I will just remind you that if you are struggling, do not give up everything. Do not just throw in the towel, but, unless you want to. Unless you're like, no, I just don't want to do this. Of course, it's up to you. But if this means anything to you, which I'm sure it does, which because you paid good money and you entered this, I'm sure you didn't do it just for the money, for the prize. Take certain aspects of this and just try to execute on it, okay? So, you know what? I'm gonna be a bit extreme here. Throw out your diet, okay? And just do the classes. Okay? If everything's just way too much for you, just let's, cut out a couple pillars and focus on one pillar and just make that happen, week in and week out, right? 3 workouts. Okay? I'm not here to judge you, believe me. If I did judge you, I have no reason to, because I am, I'm in the same shoes as you. I'm just struggling with different things. Okay? So, I'm in no boat, or I'm in no place to judge you, really. Okay? And if I judge you, it doesn't really matter, because I'm just a person. Okay? Alright. But I am your coach, of course. But I'm still a student, I will remind you. I'm still a student, and I'm still learning. Alright. Let's get to something that's more meaningful. I got my light on here, and I feel like I need to wear sunglasses. I have sunglasses here. Maybe I should just wear these. I bought these at a gas station. I think I was on a trip one day. Let's just wear these. They're really lame looking though. I can't handle looking at myself with these on. Anyways, name something specific you need help with. Discovering how to get protein in vegetarian food without eating a lot of fat. Well, you just say fat, but carbs too, right? Yeah, this is a hard one. It's just the way it is if you don't eat animal product. It's just the way it is. And the other aspect of this is to say how do I get enough good quality protein? Because we don't actually talk about that, right? So not all protein is the same, of course, right? Not all protein is the same. There are things called essential amino acids. Protein are made up of non-essential and essential. It just so happens that, you know, non-animal foods are very low in essential amino acids. In general, they are low, okay? Just in general, they are. It's much harder to get high quality protein if you don't eat animal sources. So, you know, and this really matters, especially if you're exercising more or anytime that your body needs recovery, okay, including your immune system, or upkeep for that matter. Your immune system needs constant upkeep. You need these essential amino acids, okay? But specifically, if you are, you know, suffering or recovering from a burn or a surgery or, you know, a cut or training, of course, you need enough essential amino acids, and it becomes very hard to do it if you are vegan or vegetarian. So my recommendation to you is to take, I've already said this before, but take an essential amino acid supplement. Take an EAA powder. Go and buy an EAA powder. I will be carrying it very soon, by the way. Okay. So this person writes, so far I have found nutritional yeast, peas, cottage cheese, and winner 0% 0% Greek yogurt. So pressed cottage cheese is really good. 0% Greek yogurt is very good. This person's vegetarian, by the way. And I don't know if you eat eggs. You don't have eggs mentioned here, but egg white is the best. Egg white's just pure protein. Well, I mean, it's pure protein in water, right? But there's no fat and there's no carbs in it. So it's the, quote, cleanest source of, like, food protein you can get. Yeah, well, maybe there's a white fish. Well, it's cleaner than white fish because even if you go with an ultra lean white fish, you're still going to get a little bit of fat. A little bit of fat. So egg white would be the best. Of course, you're not going to eat fish because you're vegetarian. Yeah. And the other downside of this is that, again, please don't think that I'm beating you up if you're a vegan or vegetarian. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying what is. The nutrients that come from non-animal based foods are just not as bioavailable. It's just the way it is, okay? And I don't want to get too graphic here, but you know, you may already know this, right? Hint, hint, okay? You may already know this. It's just the way it is, okay? And if you don't understand what I'm saying in this video, then I guess you could ask me, okay? All right. So what else did I want to say on this? You know, I don't know if this person eats eggs or not, but eggs would be another one for the winner, especially egg whites. Okay, egg whites. Is there anything you'd like me to cover in this week's video series? I'm at 8.5 minutes. All right. I will get back to that in tomorrow's video, okay? All right, let's get to the message of the day. Message of the day is, okay. Don't limit your challenges, rather challenge your limits. You ever watch like a movie? This kind of reminds me of something, but you ever watch a movie and like you watch like, what was that movie that came out like a year or two ago with, oh God, what was the name of it? It's basically like two guys, the whole movie's about two guys like trying to, it's like the end of World War II or something, and they're trying to like make it through, they're trying to make it from, I think, one country to another or something, and they're like, the war's still going on, and they're trying to like make it through this battlefield. That's all the movie is. And you just think about like how tough and how hard it was. Like you witness it through the movie. And then when you walk out of the movie, you feel like you can do anything. You're like, man, like I was thinking about how I had to clean my kitchen. And it's like, I'm complaining about that in my mind. And I'm like, I'm just going to go home and clean my whole house. You know, like, or something like that, right? It's just, I don't know if you deal with this. I deal with this like big time, okay? And I mean big time. I can make certain things in my mind, not even talking about it. It's a subconscious thing. I can make little things become very big things, and then I don't do them, and then I let it go on for a long time because I don't want to do it, and it becomes a bigger thing. But as soon as I get it done, I'm like, oh my god, that really wasn't that bad. Why didn't I just do it earlier? Because it just sat in the back of my mind. But it's an ongoing problem that I have. Okay. Anyways, what was my point in this? What I'm saying is often we got to look at things for what they are, and sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and just do it. But sometimes we make little things big things, okay? And don't let these little things be your challenges, right? Rather, just challenge those things. Challenge those things. Challenge them. And I mentioned the movie like that because, it's specifically, movies like that or scenarios like that, or maybe you heard some motivating story or something that really pushes you forward. But really ultimately all it is it's just something that changes your perspective, right? You can actually change your own perspective just on your own, right? You just have to look at things for what they are and then just change them. All right? I'm really just saying this for myself, actually, to be honest with you. Okay, I will admit that this one area, fitness and diet, I am a differently wired person, for sure. I know that 100%. This is what I do. This is who I am. It's part of my identity. But it's always come very, very easy to me because that's just the way I'm wired. There are 1,000 things that are hard for me. Probably that would be basic and easy for you. Okay? But I am here to help you. I just want to remind you and not judge you. Anyways. Message of the day here, don't limit your challenges, rather challenge your limits. What you might feel is your limit, challenge it and try to move it forward, okay? Do your best with that. Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for love, God gives some gratitude. I'll talk to you all very soon. See you guys.